Adolf Hitler's last days were spent in the Führerbunker, an underground bunker in Berlin. Here's an event-by-event account leading up to his death. April 16, 1945. The Red Army launched a massive assault on Berlin, closing in on the city from all sides. April 20th. Hitler celebrated his 56th birthday in the bunker. It was a grim affair, with few remaining loyalists. He received a final report about the dire military situation. April 21st. Soviet forces reached the outskirts of Berlin. Hitler held a military conference and refused to leave the city. April 22nd. During a situation conference, Hitler experienced a breakdown, admitting for the first time that the war was lost. He decided to stay in Berlin until the end and then commit suicide. April 23rd. Hitler appointed Admiral Karl Dönitz as his successor. Hermann Göring, believing Hitler incapacitated, sent a telegram requesting permission to take leadership, but Hitler considered it an act of treason and ordered his arrest. April 25th. Berlin was fully encircled by Soviet forces. Supplies and communication became extremely difficult. April 28th. News arrived that Heinrich Himmler had attempted to negotiate surrender terms with the Allies. Enraged, Hitler ordered Himmler's arrest. SS General Hermann Fegelein, Himmler's liaison officer, was caught trying to escape and was executed on Hitler's orders. April 29th. Hitler married Eva Braun in a small civil ceremony in the Führerbunker. After the ceremony, he dictated his last will and testament. Hitler declared that both he and Eva would commit suicide rather than be captured by the Soviets. He named Karl Dönitz as president and Joseph Goebbels as chancellor. April 30th. Hitler received news that Italian dictator Benito Mussolini had been executed by Italian partisans and his body publicly displayed. This strengthened his resolve to avoid capture. Hitler and Eva Braun retired to their private quarters. Around 3:30 p.m., a gunshot was heard. Hitler had shot himself in the temple with a pistol, and Eva Braun took cyanide. Their bodies were discovered shortly after. Loyal aides carried the bodies up to the garden above the bunker. There, they doused them in petrol and set them on fire, as per Hitler's instructions. May 1st. Joseph Goebbels and his wife Magda committed suicide after poisoning their 6 children. The Soviets discovered the partially burned remains of Hitler and Braun later that day. May 2nd. General Helmuth Weidling, the commander of Berlin's defense, unconditionally surrendered the city to Soviet forces. For years, rumors persisted about his fate, but it was confirmed he had died by suicide on April 30th, 1945. The remains were eventually destroyed by the Soviet and scattered in 1970 to prevent any potential shrine from being created. Hitler's death marked the end of the Nazi regime and hastened the conclusion of World War II in Europe, which officially ended on May 8, 1945, with Germany's unconditional surrender.